Thank you so much for watching 10 Faves. I'm your host, Helen Keeney, and I know, maybe it's not spring outside, maybe it's not summer, but I will tell you, in a couple of weeks, everything's gonna melt, the ground's gonna be ready, time to plant. And if you're somebody that has to have a really nice lawn, and I can tell you, neighbors are getting a little competitive with having a gorgeous lawn, I'm gonna give you the lead, give you a head start with the EARTHWISE 8.5 amp electric mini tiller. Now this is from EARTHWISE, a company that I'm personally very fond of. I know I had a great product yesterday on 10 Faves from EARTHWISE. I personally own the pole saw from EARTHWISE and the lawnmower. I love the electric because you just take your, your extension cord, plug it in, you're good to go. It's very lightweight and you have to till that soil. You turn the earth before you start planting. You want to oxygenate the earth and you want to, really make sure that it's ready to plant. Now maybe you're gonna do like a little garden like you see in this picture, and really turning the earth, oxygenating it, and then you can plant your cucumbers, your tomatoes, whatever it is you're looking forward to. But I want you to see how the mini, this is lightweight, this is easy to use, this is electric. All you do is, again, you get your extension cord, you plug it in right here, you've got your on off, and then you just pull this, you pull that, and really easy. And by the way, these are really comfy. I know I'm not dressed to be tilling the soil here, but I can tell you that I actually could. It's just a little bit of a push. I mean, when you push it, it just goes, button, after you plug in your extension cord. Very lightweight, very easy. And I think I might have the weight of the whole thing on this. It's 23 pounds, 23.15 pounds. So it's perfect, ladies, if you want to get your garden ready to plant your beautiful flowers. This is the time to do it. And if you, in the past, if you said, okay, I'm ready for my garden, and you didn't till the soil, you didn't oxygenate it, you didn't turn it, then, you saw what the results were. You obviously, it's not going to have, it's not going to have the growth. You may some of your plants may not even survive. This is the way to do it, and there's so many easy features. Now we're gonna have a full presentation later on at 2 p.m., but I can tell you we did not bring in a lot of these. What we do is we bring in a few hundred for the entire season. They sell out every single time. And if you're not familiar with the company EARTHWISE, I can tell you I'm a big fan. Electric for the outdoors. Everything is so well made. Comes with a warranty. By the way, what would you guess the warranty is with this? I was surprised to find out it was 2 years. And I'm really impressed with that, because when you think about something that you're buying, tilling, maybe this is something that, okay, maybe it's gonna be a season or two and that's it. I'm gonna give you a little recommendation, and I'm gonna say that I kind of stole this idea from a friend of mine who did a presentation at this, another show host, is like, let's say you're really close with your neighbors and it's all getting time to plant, or you and your sister, or you and your mom or your cousin. Everybody do a flex pay. Everybody throw in $34.99, because when you use the tiller, this is a perfect item to share. I don't think that every single home, every one of your friends all need their own personal tillers. You can get a tiller, you can do your garden, they can do their garden, you can, you can share it with your friends, your neighbors, your mom, your cousin, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your daughter-in-law, your son-in-law, everybody, your father, your grandfather. Everybody can use the tiller, and it's not like you're gonna use it up. It doesn't take any gasoline. All you need is an extension cord. All you'd have to do is plug it in, you push the button, you pull the lever, and it's very soft and padded, very comfortable, and then you just push it and till the soil. Now this is a mini tiller too, so maybe you have like a little townhome and you just have like a little patch of land and you're gonna do your little garden, or maybe you live in the city. When I lived in the city, there was community gardens where everybody had like a little piece of a community garden and you could go till that and everybody could get together. And once you own a tiller, you really don't have to buy another one. So I want you to think about who needs it, but I will also tell you there is not a lot of these for the season. This is the first presentation. We just got them in. We're doing free shipping and handling. We're doing 4 flex pay, and it is a customer pick on hsn.com. So that means a few of you have already picked it up, and around the country we've already, because I was gonna say usually we get in more than this, but I think in certain parts of the country people are already starting to till that soil, oxygenate it, get it ready for planting. They're already going good to go. So if you want it, I don't want you to miss out on it. We're gonna send it to your house. You can store it. I know maybe the ground, depending on where you live in the country, may be still like a little bit hard. May not be ready right now, but I guarantee you that snow's gonna thaw, that ground's gonna be ready, and you're gonna have a beautiful garden, and we're really excited about it.